What's up, guys? Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to another episode of What's or Up and Coming. Today, I think will be probably the best one. Will be probably to do No Man's Sky. Um, no Man's Sky is being published and developed by Hello Games. Um, it will be released for PS4 and the PC. It's a console exclusive to PlayStation. It's going to be an adventure survival game, and pretty much it's scheduled to release in August 2016. However, uh, there have been I heard recently it just got delayed, so maybe not. We'll see it come out soon. Um, it's built. It's like the game is surrounded by four main points: exploration, survival, combat, and trading. It's a free roam game, and the entire universe is procedurally generated, so which means there could be over 18 quintillion planets. Wow. Okay. Many with their own set of flora and um, just I'm trying to think of best words. Many with its own set of plant life, animals, and etc. By exploring these planets, players gain information about the planets, and they can submit it to the Atlas, the universal database that can be shared with other players of the game. And then they get given currency for the new information uploaded. So, and then you can buy upgrades and materials for your ship and other things like that. So, there are factions as well that you can interact with. I think it's like the space pirates, and then I don't remember the others. We'll get to that. We'll just get to that later. Actually, I have it listed down here. So now, basically, there is a crafting system involved. It's I don't really know what it's about, but I haven't really focused much. I'm gonna just state now I haven't really focused much on No Man's Sky. It has a very interesting concept. The only thing that's missing for me is I would appreciate if the game wasn't based around solely gathering information. I wish it was more like survival, where you have to get food and grow stuff, build things, kind of like Minecraft in a sense, except with planets. 'Cause that would be awesome. um, No Man's Sky is a huge, huge universe that it could go off of. It is absolutely enormous. Um, it's I remember them stating once that it's likely it's gonna take some time for you to find other players. That's how big this universe is. It's gonna take time for you to find and gather all this kind of stuff to find other people. So you will be having to get resources. Taking resources from the planet or harming the life forms will also cause the player to gain a wanted level. Wow, that's different. And it will attract a robot-like sentinels that will patrol the planet. Low wanted levels will cause small drones to appear and may be easily fought off, while giant walking machines can assault the player at higher wanted levels. So that is ridiculously insane. The player can die in many ways, such as sustained damage from a toxic or oxygenless planet. So that's actually really interesting. They made it so some planets don't have oxygen. That's actually really cool, and well, it's accurate. Most planets, well, not saying most planets don't, but a lot of planets out there don't have oxygen. So it's interesting to see, um, even in our own solar system, Mercury doesn't have oxygen. Pretty much all the all the planets don't have oxygen. Uh, Mars relatively does because it barely has an atmosphere, and Venus relatively does but its atmosphere is so thick and dense that you're not going to get much out of that. So, yeah. Um, but I guess I didn't list it. I list the factions, but there are going to be factions in the game. I think it's like the traders, like the actual trade routes, like merchants and stuff like that. And then there's space pirates you can align yourself with. And then there's another one you can align yourself with. But I believe so. I think there's three. But that's really interesting because it allows you to interact with these people and know what they're doing. And pretty much you could do it. Um, so basically, Hello Games estimated that more than 99.9% of the planets will never be explored by players, and the likelihood of meeting another player through the chance of encounters is nearly zero. That's what they stated, and that's why I said that it's gonna be hard to find other people. So that's really interesting because it's that big of a universe, and I really hope they add on more stuff. And by more stuff, I mean like they add crafting systems where you could survive, have to build things, and just you could be able to build all this one like all these like you have to build homes or buildings and stuff like that to survive, a shelter. I think that'd be really cool, and it give it more of a Minecraft-esque thing to it. It would be really cool to see because it's gonna attract that bigger of a fan base because you're bringing in space exploration and you can just go around colonizing like or not colonizing but you can go around and settling yourself on each planet and kind of make a network for yourself would be really interesting. I just really want to see something like that. That's what I wish it was doing. um so Hello Games was at first the an indie game maker, and so it was interesting that it was really unique, I guess, for them to just come out and say we're making this massive game. Uh, so I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get No Man's Sky. It's it's weird in a sense because there's not much known, but there's a lot known about it. All they do is keep showing gameplay, but they really don't really tell you much. Um, I want to know what more about this crafting system is going to be. I want to know more about how the exploration is going to work. Uh, but the there's also I forgot to mention that there's going to be upgrades available for you. You're gonna have to make upgrades for your ship so your ship can fly longer, last longer on fuel, and make it to longer distances. And that would also make it so you can get from one planet to another quickly. And really, I just don't know what to think about No Man's Sky because I haven't really focused much on it. I didn't know if I was gonna do what's next on it or not, and I ended up doing it because it is a big title coming out. It's a really big project coming up. It's one of those games that has a lot of potential, and to be completely honest, it may or may not be a letdown. But if it is, well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't focus much on it. I didn't hype train on it. If it is huge and it does well, I mean, I might get it then, and I might, play a couple games, show you what it's all about. But really, it's just I don't know how this game's gonna be. So, what do you guys think No Man's Sky is gonna be like? Do you think it's gonna be a huge hit and everyone's gonna like it, or do you think it's gonna be just a flop, or just gonna kind of get glossed over by something else? Let me know. I want to know your guys' opinions. Write them down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, guys, for more guys, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.